So it's almost time to head out to California and do a little week-long mini tour out there. I thought I would give you guys an update on this Post Carry company bike case. It's the first time I'm going to be flying with it. So I practiced packing and unpacking the bike a couple of times, and I thought I would give you guys a quick tour of what's inside. So let's open it up. So here it is. I've found homes for everything. I've got my helmet in here, some clothes, water bottles, you know, the bike, of course. The rear wheel is down in here, and I actually removed the disc rotors, and I put, there's this sleeve pocket here that I've slipped one of the rotors into, and the other rotor is in this pocket. You guys had concerns about the fork. What's interesting is once you have a wheel in here, the fork really nests it around the wheel. I put a t-shirt around the steer tube, so that's protected. You know, plenty of room for the handlebars. This is foam padding, so this is going to absorb impact. So far, so good. I'm feeling reasonably confident in this bag. Again, we'll see what the bike looks like at the end of the flight and when I reassemble it. With the bike, with the extra stuff, it's still under the 50-pound weight limit. I weighed it on the scale, it comes out to about 45 pounds. And I think that's one of the big advantages of a case like this. It's semi-rigid, so it's not as heavy as like a full-on rigid case. There is a little bit of a compromise in terms of protection, but we'll see how it does. We'll see how it does. Putting the bike in and out, it's less scary than it looks. It's actually pretty easy once you do it once or twice. If there's anything that I'd like to see changed about the bag so far, they're really small things. So the first thing is actually this pouch here. This is where I'm keeping my tools. And you can see as I open it opens up from the bottom, and all this stuff has a tendency to kind of just fall out. So I'd love to see the pocket open up here, because as you undo the bag and you're starting to take things out, it seems logical that you'd put some tools here, and that kind of prevents things from just dumping out because of the way the top opens. Number two, I would say, so what the wheels and tires I've got in here are 650B by 47. They've got kind of a light tread, and they get kind of caught going into the wheel bag portion. So I wish either this material here had some elasticity, so it's a little bit easier to put the bike in there, or in general that this the wheel bag itself was just a touch roomier. It's not a problem if you've got, you know, 28 millimeter, 25, 30s, but once you start getting into the upper 40s, that's probably going to be the limit, and beyond like 40 or 47 or 50, you might have to take the tire off completely. This bag was designed with more roadies in mind, or gravel bikes that probably aren't as wide a tire, but I think 47 millimeter and 50 is probably the limit before it gets become a real pain to stick the wheel with the tire inside the wheel bags. In that case, I mean, you can still get the wheel in there, you just will have to remove the tire, which isn't a big deal if you're running tubes, but if you're running tubeless, it's just messy. So another good tip I've learned along the way is how to close up the bag so you don't stress the zippers. I'll show you guys that. If I can do this one-handed. But you get it mostly closed, and then you kind of lift it up by both handles, which, hold on. That kind of settles the contents, and that makes zipping it closed. It makes zipping it closed a lot easier. So that's it for this super short video. I know some of you guys wanted an update to how this bag is working so far. So far so good in terms of the packing. We'll see if it does indeed protect the bike. If it does, it's going to be amazing. And we'll see how Laura's bike did. We shipped it off a couple days ago via Bike Flights, and I think when we get into LA, we'll do kind of a wrap-up comparison video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to follow our mini bike tour around San Luis Obispo, Paso Robles, and as always, keep this upside down.